That's why I hate motivational speeches, because it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It feels good.
Yeah.
Like in the moment in time, it feels good. But if you think about it in sort of the aggregate sum, you literally wasted an hour just to feel good, right?
Yeah.
It's legitimately
A waste of time.
a waste of time. I mean, I guess you can argue that, at least I felt good in that, 1 hour that I was watching motivational speech, but it wasn't enough to make the fire continuous.
Yeah. If you're going out and trying to set out for an objective, it doesn't matter what you're trying to do, right?
Yeah.
And if you're going to motivational speeches for the intended effect to get yourself motivated to do something, right?
Yeah.
Even if it does make you feel good, you waste your time. In my opinion, that's a waste of time. You might as well just play video games or do something entertaining for yourself.
Yeah.
Because you would have gotten more entertainment from that than trying to push yourself to do something that you weren't going to do in the first place. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. I think the only argument that I can see for motivational speeches is that it can build to that point where you can actually make it a sustainable fire. I can see it from that angle. I can see it from like, okay, you got motivated, you did whatever you wanted to do, or you should be doing. You did it for one day. All right, now you set that block. You set that stone into that system. But it wasn't going to continuously burn. And then maybe a few years in the future or a few months in the future or whatever, you revisit that, but now you're much more sturdier because you built the first stone. Because the motivational speech is what pushed you to build the first stone. But as a sustainable fire, as something you do it consistently, no. And it's very rare that it gets to that point. But I do think that there is some merit in it, because if you are listening to motivational speeches, you're probably walking in somewhat of the right direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's not the necessary point to get past any of the more difficult things. It's like, can you do it even when you're bored? Can you do it even when you're tired? Can you do it in spite of all of the motivations? Like the same thing like making these YouTube videos. It had to click internally to understand that it's more than just the motivation. So for me, like, I understand at this point in my life that I don't need any sort of motivational speeches to do what I want. It's like, do I want to do it or do I not? Once I commit to doing it, then I will do it until I've bashed it and succeeded at it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's a mental decision at this point. During my formative younger years, I did listen to a lot of motivational speeches. So maybe that's the precursor to that point. This listening to a bunch of motivational speeches is what's necessary to get you to that point. I'm just afraid that a lot of people are stuck, at that point and never exceed beyond.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's for everyone individually to decide if it was worth the time.